However, speaking of Baker, he's one of the players I want to mention specifically. He's had a great year so far. Week 2 and Week 3 were kind of average, but Week 1 was amazing, and Weeks 4 and 5 have been very, very good as well. The Browns undoubtedly made a mistake moving off this man a couple of years ago, and even that's kind of beating a dead horse at this point because we all know that the Deshaun Watson situation hasn't worked out well at all, and with Joe Flacco scoring a touchdown this week for the Colts, I mean, the Browns have had 2 better quarterbacks than Deshaun Watson performance-wise, and they moved off of both of them. But for Baker, even after the Browns kind of threw him to the wayside, he went to the Panthers, and he wasn't very good there. You know, he was competing with Sam Darnold, he was having a good year now, but at the time, Sam Darnold was generally considered a bust, and Baker was struggling to even hold that starting job for the Panthers. And then he went to the Rams. He had that game-winning drive with 2 minutes left on Thursday Night Football, where he didn't even know the playbook that well. He just came in a couple of days before, and he had a really solid end to the year with the Rams while Stafford was hurt. But then after that, no one really wanted him, and he reached out to Tampa, who was just kind of looking to rebuild, and he was going to lead the ship there, no pun intended. And he went over there, had a great first year, led them to the playoffs. They beat the Eagles in the first round. And then this year, he's been even better. He's continued his trajectory of being a very, very good quarterback, if not more, if he's not doing more this year. Now, Baker isn't the most physically gifted quarterback in the NFL, not by a long shot, but what he does have is confidence. And that confidence fuels him in a way that it does to very few quarterbacks in this league. He fully believes that he can make any throw and that he has what it takes to be a top-tier quarterback in this league. And at times, that may be a detriment. You know, he might throw a bad pick. But in general, that is perfect for this Buccaneers team because they have guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin that can and will go deep. And you can, especially Mike Evans, you can target him in the end zone for sure. You know, you can take those tough throws in the end zone, and Mike's so tall and has the biggest catch radius. So you're able to make tough throws to Mike, give him those 50-50 balls, and give him and Chris Godwin the ball deep, and it works out. So Baker Mayfield is perfect for this Buccaneers offense, and he's really, really revived his career, and it's great to see. I'm a Sooners fan. I plan on going there in a couple of years, and I'd love the chance to, you know, eventually interview Baker Mayfield. Are we ever going to see that happen? I can't guarantee it. But, you know, I want to go in sports broadcasting, and Baker Mayfield is great. And, you know, he's a Sooners legend, and he means so much to the people around Norman. But generally, the NFL, there had been discussions about how, he won a Heisman. He was great in college, but what has he done in the NFL? But over the past couple of years, he's really proved he's found all that out. He's just kind of focused on his game, you know, hasn't been in all the progressive commercials, and he's been really, really good for the Buccaneers, really revived his career, and has proven himself to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I truly believe that. I think Baker Mayfield is really up there with his play right now. If you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could find it in you to like, subscribe, maybe check out the full podcast on Spotify, follow us on there, follow us on Instagram. I know realistically this podcast isn't going to go anywhere ultimately, whether it's via the segments on YouTube or the entire podcast itself. But I want to get into the sports broadcasting business. I want to be able to promote thought-provoking discussions about the NBA, and I would love to do it via State of the Association. Thank you if you made it all the way through.